Hey guys, it is the 30th of May today. My name is Jess McDonald and here are my top 5 favorite gaming related news stories of the whole week. Let's get going. First up, Watch Dogs has become Ubisoft's fastest selling game, beating out the franchises of both Far Cry and Assassin's Creed. Ubi announced that the open world action game sold through more copies in the first 24 hours after launch than any of their previous titles. The data was based on internal estimates for all platforms, but they wouldn't share specific figures. Despite launch issues and complications surrounding Uplay, it's safe to say that overall the publisher have done pretty well with this one. If you picked yourself up an Xbox One and you wanted to know a list of games that are coming out this year that you can grab, a giant article on our site has you covered. Sony published their list of PlayStation games earlier this year, but if you want to check out the 70+ titles we dug up for Microsoft's console, that's a thing you can do. The list includes games like Bungie's Destiny, Sunset Overdrive, that new Halo game, and Capybara's Below, as well as a whole mess of other titles. We got an update on The Order 1886, Ready at Dawn's PS4 exclusive, and here's what you might want to know. The game grabbed itself a delay to early 2015, and the dev explained that they're going with 30 frames per second because even though the filmic look that the game is trying to emulate is 24 FPS, that frame rate didn't feel good to play. There's also a fairly sweet gameplay trailer to keep you busy if you're excited for this one, so be sure to check that out. Next up, all the piracy seems to be happening and it's targeting Wolfenstein: The New Order. According to a report from Torrent Freak, the game has been downloaded more than 100,000 times. Even though the game is pretty popular with people who want to download it for free, apparently the 43GB file size has been enough to put some pirates off. Luckily for Bethesda, there are actually a bunch of people who wanted to pay for the game too, which shot it to the top of the best-selling titles list on Steam last week. Lastly, a video for Battlefield Hardline leaked this week, and now we know a bunch more things about it. The game is basically a Cops and Robbers style concept with multiplayer modes that are summed up into the following: a bank robbing mode called Heist, a hostage saving one called Rescue, Hotwire, which is all about vehicle chases, and Blood Money, where you fight over money and presumably shed blood. They're keeping it simple. You can check out the video on site for all the details, but it's worth knowing that the single player campaign revolves around a young Miami detective chasing down his old partners, and EA are trying to make Levolution happen as a term again. Let me know in the comments if you think Battlefield Hardline looks any good and if you're still into the series. This week on site, be sure to check out our comparison of Watch Dogs and Assassin's Creed on The Gist. Cam lets you know if Watch Dogs could happen in real life, and Zareen and I get our retro on with the 7th guest in House of Horrors. That is it from me this week. Thanks for sticking around as always, and be sure to check in with us again on Monday for a special surprise. I hope you have yourself a lovely weekend.